to rock and roll one final time, Outlaw style. Double greens are out. We are underway one final time in 2025 in a drag race between the first two corners and already a little bit of three wide, with Mason Silva able to split the difference on Duquette and Connors. Luka Dib filling that hole immediately. Duquette sliding up the racetrack. The drivers you want to keep your eyes on: the 28 of Sarro, the 13X of Aguiar, the 10 of DeSomma, and the 31 of Mason Silva. A double wide battle for that top spot. Sarro and Aguiar single file, as is DeSomma for the leading spot. Sarro holding on by 2 car lengths. Luka Dib trying the outside on DeSomma, side by side with the Richmond, Rhode Island native for the third spot. Sarro started on the pole. We mentioned, depending on how deep you look into this, the first 2 drivers that have won tonight have started on the front row. Sarro by 2. Out in front of Aguiar, with Luka Dib hanging tight with Allyha DeSomma on her outside. Field has started to stretch itself out, with the one exception really being Dib on DeSomma. Still 3 car length advantage for Vincent Sarro. On Ryder Aguiar, Dib creeping into DeSomma's blind side, with Mason Silva rounding out the top 5. A little deeper in the field. Battle for the 7th spot. It is Jordan and Kelly playing a little bit of bumper tag. DeSomma back to the front of the field as they cross the start-finish line. 6 laps on the board. DeSomma overtaking the 3rd spot from Luka Dib. Top 6 are single file into 3 and off of 4. Vincent Sarro started out front, has done a good job holding off Ryder Aguiar. Nice little crossover move there, and has not let that top spot slip through his fingers. Dib diving down to the bottom of DeSomma. Those two will even for that 3rd position. DeSomma sliding up the racetrack. Dib taking the spot away. Cross flags out. 8 laps on the board. 7 circuits to go for Vincent Sarro. In his 2nd season out of Dedham, Mass, he won the final race, or one of the final races of last year. And he was one of the drivers that you knew was going to make a leap coming into the 2025 season. And boy, did he ever. Has now opened a 6 car length advantage on the field. Dib to the bottom of Aguiar, overtakes the 2nd spot. Ryder and Allyha DeSomma side by side. Nerf bar to Nerf bar for the 3rd spot. DeSomma will put her number in the 3rd position that time. Ryder sits in 4th. Mason Silva rounding out the top 5. Up front, it is Sarro. We're at lap 11. 4 laps to go for the Dedham, Massachusetts native. And the 1M Realty Marks Custom Auto Works number 28. The battle is for the 5th position. Connors has closed the gap to Mason Silva by just about 1 car length, as those two battle off of 4. Give the edge that time still to Mason Silva. Up front, it is Vincent Sarro still. Out in front. Top 7 are single file into 3 and off of 4. Trouble. 1 car around just as the leaders cross the start-finish line. Nate Zimmerman goes around. And we set in Ryder Aguiar row 2. 1 mile to do it. Green flag is back out. Vincent Sarro with a nice even restart with Luka Dib. As those two thunder down into turn number 2. Sarro able to pull away by a car length. DeSomma hanging tight on the inside of Luka Dib. Twin sticks in the air this time by 2 laps to go for Vincent Sarro. A side-by-side battle behind him. Dib and DeSomma, centimeters separating those two. Behind them, Silva and Aguiar, side-by-side for the 4th spot. Up front, Sarro by 2 car lengths, with a double-wide battle between DeSomma and Dib. White flag is out one more time for Vincent Sarro, the sophomore from Dedham, Mass, who's had a strong, consistent season. Leads by 5 car lengths as the field is bunched up behind him. Vinny is pretty tonight. Vincent Sarro is your 2025 Seekonk Grand Prix Outlaw champion. 2nd going to Allyha DeSomma, with Luka Dib rounding out the top 3. Not easy to keep the lead with 3 to go and a caution comes out.
We've had one incredible season, and I don't even know what to say. All I can say is thank you, Jesus.
That might be the understatement of the year. You guys have had an incredible season because you came on strong late last year, right? And when we sit there and we do our preseason previews and who are we going to look out for? A lot of people mention this 2018, and I know you always give credit to your crews because it does go a lot more than just what's behind the helmet. But I know you've always also been a one race at a time person. Were you taking the same approach into tonight?
I was just thinking that this was the race for all the marbles. We had a bunch of great podium runs, a ton of second-place finishes, but that was really great. That helped us out with playoff points, and we just had an awesome time here tonight. I can't thank everyone enough.
Well, we mentioned, I don't even know how many times now, at least a dozen, right? You're staying consistent. You're keeping the car in one piece, and we say that for moments like this. And I know there's a lot of people and a lot of companies and teams that go into this that keep you consistent and have made you a champion.
All right, here we go. Rap Solutions, Mark's Custom Auto, Parkway Towing, Slowpoke Toys, The Naughty Elephant, Jaguar Apparel, 1M Realty, Boston Lightning Rod. I got to thank all my family and friends, Brody and Joey Wakefield. They've been absolutely amazing throughout the entire season. My entire family, all my friends who came out and supported me tonight. And just overall, thank you, Jesus, again. That was amazing.
You deserve it. You really do. Congratulations, Vincent Sarro. Team Sarro Racing has their first championship. And Vincent Sarro, for the first time in his